Today I'm going to show you how to do a brake fluid flush on a 2016 Mercedes C450 AMG, but it's the same process for all cars. I'm using a tool I bought from Advanced Auto for about $17 to make it a one-person job. You can do it the old school way with somebody pumping the brake, but this allows you to do it by yourself, which is nice. The first step is to find your brake fluid reservoir, and the cap will tell you what type of brake fluid you're going to use. In my case, it's DOT4, and this also tells you where the brake fluid reservoir is located, because we're going to start at the brake that's furthest from the reservoir. For me, the passenger rear tire is the furthest brake from the reservoir, so I'm going to start by lifting the car and removing the wheel. This job requires you to release the pressure in your brake lines, so use a chalk to make sure that your car does not roll away while you're working. The brake bleeder valve is located on the back of the caliper, and it has a small rubber cap on it which you'll need to remove. It's time to hook up the brake bleeder cup that you bought. Make sure you assembled it according to the instructions. There should be a straw inside of the cup. This is very important to allow fluid to go down in there, but not let air back in your system. Now it's time to open the bleeder valve. You can put a wrench in the middle of the nipple. In my case, it's an 11mm wrench. And you should only need to open it about a quarter to a half turn. Now it's time to hop in your car and pump the brake pedal. I pumped it about 10 times. Walk around and check on your cup. Mine's about half full after 10 pumps, and the line is still full of fluid, which is good. There's no air getting back into the brake system. So I can probably pump it about another 10 times until the cup is full. Now that the cup is full, it's time to empty it. Simply unscrew it and pour it into some other container. Be careful with brake fluid. It is really nasty stuff. It'll eat the paint off your car. You don't want it in your eyes. Just be careful when pouring. Now that we've removed some fluid, we need to add some more back in. It's important to keep your reservoir topped off so it doesn't suck air back into the system. Just top it off and be careful not to spill any fluid. If you do, clean it up quickly. This will eat through your paint. So I recommend using a funnel and a towel, even though I did a terrible job of showing that here. Repeat that process of pumping out the old fluid and adding new fluid into the reservoir. I think I had to do it about 4 times until my brake fluid ran clear, meaning that the new fluid had made its way through the system. Leave the cup connected and tighten the bleeder valve back up. You do not want to remove the cup first because it may let air back into the brake system. Once the valve is tightened, remove the cup. And reinstall the rubber cap to protect the valve. Put your wheel back on and repeat for the other 3 brakes. You'll want to continue working from the longest brake line to the shortest brake line. Just for reference, this is where the bleeder valve is located on the front calipers, and the rubber boot is a little bit different. And here's what the old dirty dark fluid looks like compared to the new fluid, which is basically clear. Brake fluid absorbs moisture from the air, so over time you can kind of get water in your brake lines and actually corrode from the inside out. That's why it's good to flush the fluid out every few years. Be sure to check out my other videos, and thanks for watching.